Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Naki. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can create a bootable disk. For example, when you want to do installation, you first have to get a bootable disk with the OS on it before you can use it to do a clean installation or an upgrade installation on your personal computer. To create a bootable pen drive, you first need your drive. Depending on the OS that you want to install, using OS as an example. For example, if you want to install Windows 10 or Windows 7, there may be a different drive size for those two OS. With Windows 7, it doesn't take much app space. You can use 4 gig pen drive to prepare this. But for higher Windows like Windows 10, Windows 11, even the OS itself is sometimes more than 4 gig. So we can use 8 gig pen drive or higher to prepare for this boot. Okay, so to prepare for this boot, we have different procedures that you can use. I'm first going to show you the PowerShell or the command prompt steps. After that, I will show you the easiest way of using Rufus to perform the same thing. So let's get started. Okay, so to prepare the bootable hard disk, you insert the pen drive that you want to prepare or you want to make it bootable onto your machine. So let me check if my pen drive is available. Okay, the drive G, this is the pen drive that I want to use. Let's say I want to do Windows XP installation for a client. So I'm going to use this my 4 gig pen drive to prepare the bootable. Okay, so I have my pen drive here. I want to use PowerShell to perform this. So I'll just open my PowerShell. So I can run PowerShell. Yeah, this is the PowerShell interface that you will get on your screen. So from here, the first command that we will run is dexpat. We are going to use dexpat to perform this bootable. So just type dexpat. Yes. Okay. So another command prompt window will appear. Yeah, so we are now in dexpat. Okay, there are different disks inside our machine. Maybe you have 4 pen drives inserted, you have external hard drives, you have your main hard drive. Which one do you want to do the bootable on, or which one do you want to use for your installation? So we list the disks that we have, or the disks that are inserted into our computer. So we type list disks. Yep. So when I have only 2 disks inside my computer, I have the main disk, that's 1 TB that I'm using, the one inside my main computer. Then the disk 1, you can see the size, 3841 megabytes. This is my 4 gig pen drive that I'm going to use to do the bootable. So after you know the disk that you have to select, make sure you don't select wrong disk, because selecting a wrong disk can make you wipe your entire disk. There's no going back for disk. So you make sure you select the proper disk for disk. So here I'm going to select disk 1. So I'll type select, that's the short for select. So cell disk 1. Boom. Our disk 1 is now selected. Okay, so to prepare the disk, we need to wipe anything off the disk. We need to clean anything from the disk. So we type clean. Yeah, all the partitions, everything is clean from the disk. So now we have to create a new partition that will hold our bootable, or the image that we put on top of our bootable disk. So we create a partition using the create partition command. So create partition. We're going to create a primary partition. So create partition primary. Yeah, we have succeeded in creating the partition. After here, we select partition 1. As we can see, partition 1 is now selected. So we need to format it in a way that it can hold the OS. Normally we know NTFS can hold much more space, unlike FAT32 that holds up to 2 gig. So we can use NTFS for this our demo. So we format the drive with NTFS or the partition. So we type the format fs cos NTFS. We use the quick command so that to be fast. Wait for a while, just some seconds for this to finish. Here, partition. This part successfully formatted the volume that we selected, so we have to make it active. So just type active. Okay, so it says this mark the current partition as active. So this is not all, we haven't finished, so we can just exit from here and exit from here too. Okay, so this is our drive. Nothing is inside, although we have formatted it and we have make it active. But what OS do we want to put on top, or what OS do we want to use to do the installation? So let's say we want to do Windows XP installation. So I will find where your OS is. So let's say we want to do Windows XP. We can open this with Windows Explorer, then we copy all the files in it, then we paste it inside this our pen drive. Boom, then we send it to the machine that we are going to do installation on, then we boot from that pen drive. Okay, so that's it for using the PowerShell or the command prompt. Let's see how we can use a third-party software to perform the same function. Okay, so I have a software here called Rufus. So I will just open this Rufus software. There's it. So I'll just open this software. Okay, so this is the interface of the Rufus software. So this is what you have to do. You first have to select the drive inside, the pen drive that you want to use for the bootable. I have to first, I have only one drive inside, that's why they already pick it for me. Then we browse for the image that we want to use for the installation. So let's say I want to use this Windows 10 image here. I will just select the image. Okay, so which partition scheme? It says going to use GPT. They are using it on UEFI. So depending on the target machine, if the target machine is UEFI, the BIOS type is UEFI, you can choose UEFI here. But if it is a legacy device, use MBR for DEX. So you can select MBR for those using the BIOS one. So let's say our machine is a legacy device, old device, so it's using BIOS. You select BIOS, label name, you can change it, you can leave it as it is. File system, have to use NTFS. Then from here we click on start. It will load. When it's finished, done, all the files will be copied onto the pen drive. You eject the pen drive, then you send it to the target machine. So this is how you can do, or you can create a bootable disk drive. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.